Welcome. Welcome everyone to another Wednesday night, the fundamentals to gain inner peace with your host, Coach Menachem Bernfeld. And tonight's title, Allow to Let Go. Letting go without pushing away. Letting go. Last week we discussed resistance, becoming aware of what resistance is. And then what happens? You want to let go. Everybody wants to let go. We wish. What does letting go look like? What does it mean? Imagine your life if you can let go all those things that are holding you back. Imagine yourself free, just letting go. So that's what we're going to be discussing tonight. To figure out that letting go doesn't happen through force or control. It's just the opposite. It's by allowing, observing, seeing it. It becomes softer and it slows down, it relaxes. But if you push, if you fight it, you know what happens? It becomes louder, bigger, stronger, worse, you name it. So that's what we're going to be discussing, Menachem. So before we start, I don't know if you joined on Sunday night, very interesting conversation with Steve Terrell about transformational touch. And the idea is to have somatic safety, that your body should be safe and it really to be able to really get to relaxed state. And I was thinking that's what we're trying to do here, get to a real okay relaxing state. But he was promoting not to do it yourself, to do it, I guess, with a TEB practitioner, obviously. But what he was saying is that you've been by yourself so many years, or the trauma could have been because you felt alone. So now that's it's time to heal with somebody in the room, somebody creating the space with you, that relationship, which is amazing. And that's why I always share over here, if you've gone through real trauma, then don't do this by yourself. Because over here, we try to learn how to be there, how to feel, how to become grounded, how to be alone, how to be there for yourself when you're alone, self-compassion, the way you talk to yourself, which is very important. But on the other hand, if someone went through real trauma, then if I tell them to learn how to be on their own, they've been on their own for so many years and they feel so lonely. So yes, don't try to do the healing by yourself. So that's very interesting. And if you didn't listen to it, the recordings are available. So let's get started. So we're going to get grounded. So on Wednesday nights, we do it together. We're in this together. We're here supporting each other. So that's great, the relationship. But if you practice this on your own, which is good if you can do it, and you learn how to be there, self-talk, and eventually be your best friend. Be there for yourself, because it's just not possible to be 24/7 with a practitioner or somebody that can create the space. So we want to learn how to create space for ourselves. But yeah, for healing, sometimes we need others. So let's get grounded. Deep breath. Ah, here we are. Just becoming aware of the moment. You can put your hand on your heart and just let it sit there for a minute and see what comes up. Deep breath in and out. Just feel. Keep on breathing in and out. And become aware of any feelings that come up. And just become aware of where you are. Tingling, lightheaded, heaviness, stress. No judgment. Whatever you feel, you're here. Deep breath in and let it all out. Okay. And if any feelings came up, just being aware, observing, and allowing. Okay, fine. So here we are, a few minutes together, a few minutes spending some time just being. So last week we discussed the idea of resistance. What does resistance look like? What does it feel like? So basically, resistance is what I would say is anytime you feel something pushing back. We mentioned that sometimes it could be pulling your hand to a certain food, and you can't resist. So there's resistance over there. You want to resist, but you can't resist. And it's important to see what it feels like. What does the resistance feel like in your body? We let it come up. We allow to feel it. We become aware of it in our body. Anytime we feel stuck, there's resistance. We want to move, but we can't. We want to do something, but something is holding us back. We want to get to a place where we want to let things flow. Breathing in and out, deep breathing. When there's resistance, usually it's shallow. We want to get to that place of flow, not to resist and to hold on to it. Now, when we flow, doesn't mean that everything we see and everything in our life will be great. It could be, there will be challenges, and there probably will be. There are always ups and downs, but we become aware of how we feel. We become aware of what's holding us back, what we feel in our body. We allow it. We're not scared of it. And we keep on breathing. You don't hold on to it. So we're going to discuss letting go. But what's important is also to realize that wanting to let go can also be a form of resistance, and something we'll discuss. So obviously, what's the reason why we want to let go? Because we don't like it. I don't like it here. I don't like my situation. I don't like the way I feel. I want to continue. I feel stuck. So in other words, I don't like where I am now. So that's a form of resistance. Now, you might say, okay, so I want to release, I want to let go. Let's go, no, fast. I can't wait. I don't have patience. Keep on going. Wait. What's the reason you want to let go? Because you don't like the way it feels. And that's the important piece over here. We need to have patience, to slow down and allow the feeling to come up and not get scared of it. And not get scared of it. Now, if you've been with us on this journey, something that we're learning, and you probably realize in your day how you can take a deep breath, you become aware of the emotions. But if this is the first time, for a beginner, it's like many times it's hard to understand what does emotions mean, What am I feeling? Many times people are not aware what they feel. And that's why they can become stuck. Things happen and they put it away. They're not aware of the feeling and they say, I'm fine, it's good, I'll manage. But for those on the journey, know the feelings, are getting to learn their feelings, allowing the feeling to be. And the secret is the way to let go is to allow. Allow the feeling to just be. Don't try to change it. Don't try to push it away. Nothing. So that's like observing, seeing it come up, becoming aware of it, and saying, oh, yeah, here you are. I know you. And there are many different ways, like we discussed, like in a child, you can listen to it. What does it want to say? What's it trying to say? What's it trying to protect? It's there for a reason. It wants to protect you. It doesn't want you to fail. Or the fear of who knows what. Fear of going out there, trying something new. It could be tried in the past and it didn't work out. It doesn't want you to do it again. It's keeping you safe. So you can listen to it. But the idea is we're not changing, we're embracing, we're learning how to sit with it and be there. And anytime you feel, I want to let this go, that might be a little bit of resistance because I don't like the way it feels. So that's a very important piece. Just by allowing, that's how we let go. The whole idea of letting go, there are books I'll mention later. It's not it could be simple, but for many, and the first time I read about it and learned about it, I was thinking it's not so easy. Something happened to you. There's a situation in your life that's not working out. What does it mean you just let go? I don't like it. How could I just let go? Somebody did something to me, you know? Okay, it's very nice. It's a heavy discussion, something to talk about. You want to forgive somebody. Not really for tonight, but how do we just let go of the resistance that we have in our body, the feelings that we have, the things, our stories? And could be we have stories that we're walking around for many years, situations, the reason why I'm like this because of A, B, and C. And now you're going to tell me, it's a thought, just let go. How does that work? But once you get it, you realize that it could be just like that. You can just take a deep breath and allow it to flow. That means, yeah, the feeling is there. The feeling is there. That's okay. But I'm not holding on to it so tight. And I'm letting go. An example, a very simple example could be you could be sitting in traffic and you realize, I don't know, it's called white knuckles, your hand around the wheel, and you're holding on tight and you have to get to that appointment, and the car in front of you is not moving and it's your whole body is tense. You don't even realize. And the second you become aware, you become mindful, like, wait a second, what does this help if I press the wheel so tight? Well, I understand I want to get there. I don't want to miss it, but there's a car in front of me. There's nowhere I can go now. So I can let go of that tight feeling and take a deep breath. Did anything change? Nothing changed. Everything's the same, bumper to bumper. But you were doing something and holding on to that feeling of, I'm going to miss it, what's going to happen? And you were holding on to that wheel, thinking or not thinking, but it's like automatic in our body. We hold on to it, or we have to hold on. We're not allowed, you don't want to let it go. But again, letting go doesn't mean you want to like push it away. Just become aware of it, see it, and then you can open up your hand. You see how it just becomes a little bit softer, a little bit slower, and then it just moves. allow it to be. And then slowly it can move. It's going to come and go. If you allow it to come up, it's going to, somehow move and become a little bit easier. Like we mentioned in the past, like the waves, those big waves come and go. So that's basic emotions, the energy in your body. Just to allow the energy to come, it becomes a little bit heavy. You don't like it, you want to push it away, you want to distract, you want to do something else, you want to procrastinate because of the emotion, because of the resistance. But no, don't resist, allow. Because if you resist, it becomes bigger, it becomes stronger, and then you really have to put it away because you don't want to be aware of it, you don't want to feel it. So that's basic idea of resistance, understanding what resistance look like. And anytime you want to change something, you're not happy with the present moment, you're not happy with the now, you want it to be different, then there's resistance in my body with the moment. There's resistance. I don't want it to be the way it is right now. And you might say, I want to let this go. And you might try very hard to let this go. Realize, no, that's not how it works. You might try very hard to let it go and it's not working. And then you feel guilty because you're supposed to let this go and you're not letting it, you're holding on tight to it. And now what am I supposed to do? And I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. And take a deep breath and just be aware of what's going on. All of those thoughts and emotions are coming up. Don't do anything. Just be aware of it. But I want to change. That's also resistance. So step number one is what we always say. We're here in the now, becoming aware of the moment. Observe, and you're okay. Don't push. Don't push. It's okay. And you're okay. And then see what comes up in your mind. But I'm not. There's so many things that need to change. I need to grow. I'm working on myself. Wow. Can you take a deep breath and say, I am okay? So let's take a moment and think of an area in your life where you're just not happy the way it is, or you feel stuck, frustrated. You want to change it. If you had a button to press. So think of one of those things that are happening right now, something that's not working out. And then see the resistance come up. What's that feeling in your body? Holding on to it, trying to change, trying to do something about it, or the thought that it's not working, that itself is like holding on to it. So just become aware of that resistance. The next question is, what do you usually do? Before learning how to allow the emotion to come up, what's that first step that you do? Is overthink? Do you avoid, distract yourself? Do you try to fix it, solve it? Maybe I can do this, I'll do that, let me make the phone call, let me take care of it. You get into that action mode, I'll do whatever I can because I need to change this, fix this. Or pretend it's not there, you're just in denial, or just you don't look at it. So become aware of how do you react, what's your reaction to those moments that you feel resistance. Okay, you can let me know in the chat, is it overthinking? Or maybe it's something else. Avoiding, you don't want to look at it. Become stuck, you stay in the moment. Overthinking, push it off for later. Try to fix it right away. Beautiful. So all of that is coming from a place of resistance, of not being happy, of not being, you don't want to be in the situation where you're in. Every time is different, very good. Going out with friends, yeah, that's a great idea. Just be busy. Yeah, many people are just keep on being busy and you realize you know what you're busy with. Everything else, but not continuing where I need to be. So that's resistance. Procrastinating is resistance. Feel drained, anxiety, lack of sleep. Very good. Beautiful. Okay. So that's the resistance of just allowing. So what we want to do is stop, take a deep breath, and become aware of what's going on, what's coming up in your body, what am I feeling, and observe. That's it. Take a deep breath. Keep on breathing, a deep breath in and out. Become aware of those emotions. Become aware of the emotions and don't try to change it. Don't try to push it away. I know you might not like it, but we're learning how to be there with it, like a good friend. And that's the way to let go, not by wanting to let go. So we have to stop wanting to let go because that itself could be resistance. And it's something we discussed. I'm saying if you think about it, everybody wants to change. We all want to change. We all want to grow, but we have to become aware of where it's coming from. Is it coming from resistance or coming from a place of a positive place? So let's just see this step by step how it works when you want to change. You have that feeling that you want to grow, you want to become a better person, a better version of yourself, which sounds amazing. And then there is I want to stop feeling this way. I want to feel positive. I want to be excited, happy. I want to be the fun in the room. I don't want to feel these feelings. I want to change. Okay, so I want to change. Let's stop for a moment. What's going on? Wanting to change means I'm not happy with the way it is. So that means I'm not accepting the situation in the moment. To just accept what is and accept myself. Here I am, this is how I'm feeling, and it's okay. But if I don't feel that way, it's resistance. I don't want this. So I'm going to do whatever I can. I'm going to take it, I saw this in a book. When I saw it, it was like a real eye-opener that taking another class and another course and reading another book can be a form of resistance. And I'm like, oh yeah, I know that. It's just there's something you need to do, but you're not doing it. You know what you're doing instead? Learning more, reading more. What's going on? So just take a deep breath and just become aware that you're not really happy with what's going on in the moment. And basically what it's saying is, I can't be with myself. I'm not happy with the way I am now. This part of me is wrong. I don't like it. I don't like this part. When this changes, then I'll be okay. Then I'll be different. So that means now you're not. Basically, what are you doing? Pushing away what's going on, resisting, you're judging. That's not where we want to be, and that's not how we let go. So how do we let go? We have to make a shift. The shift is instead of I need to change because I don't like it, things have to change. It becomes, can I first be with myself exactly the way I am now? Can I allow this version right now to be enough and sit with it? Self-hug. Here I am. Nothing needs to change. I would love if it would change, but as of now, here I am, and this is what I'm feeling with compassion. And just take a deep breath and be there. And you see how slowly things can slow down and just allowing the feelings to come up. No, I don't like it. I would love to change it, but here I am now and I'm okay. And that's how slowly it could move around, become softer. You can allow it to be, and then slowly it can do what it needs to do. If it wants to stay there a little bit, that's okay. Eventually, it will become a little bit lighter. Sometimes it takes time. The first time becomes a little bit lighter, second time a little bit better. But instead of fighting it, that means you're holding on to it and you're pushing and it's pushing back. And then you become consumed with what's going on. We allow it to be. We allow it to be. Take a deep breath and just allow it to come up. So that's the shift of being okay where I am, becoming aware of what's coming up, what are those things that I don't like, the resistance, become aware of it. You can write them down and stay there. Don't fight it, don't try to change it. Just allow it to be. By allowing, that's how we let go. And then comes the secrets that I always like to mention. The same thing is in chinuch with our kids. When they're doing things you don't like, we start screaming, start telling them to change, do things different. So basically, it's like pushing them. It's pushing. So you might think, what do you mean? I want them to grow. I want them to do the right thing. But that's not really what's happening. You're pushing them away. You're resisting. You're pushing. So it's really our impatience to allow them to be. Yes, they make mistakes. They're learning. They realize they broke something. They see it. We can allow them to be. The more room we can give them to just become, to grow up. So just to allow what's going on, allow what's coming up. And it's really allowing what's coming up for you and not letting it out. Just see what comes up, see what's coming up in your head, your feeling, and breathe and allow. Just allow. Okay, so if it's easy, I don't know. For everybody, it's different. Every situation is different. But let me just something interesting that I heard. Somebody was mentioning about one of the books. I didn't finish it, but the book's called Letting Go. I've read from the book in the past a lot of emotional ideas, emotions that explains everything. But this guy was saying, I read the whole book. I wanted to learn the technique how to let go. So I read the full book, and I'm looking for that step by step. How does it work? And then he goes back and says, oh, it was on page 19. And let me read what it says. The mechanism of letting go. Are you ready? Letting go involves being aware of a feeling, letting it come up, staying with it, and letting it run its course without wanting to make it different or do anything about it. That's the technique. Obviously, it's a full book, and to understand it, everybody in their situation, it takes time. But that's the idea. Allow. We've been fighting for so many years, pushing, holding on to our stories. And now what we're doing is just becoming aware. I'm not telling you to let go of your stories. I'm not telling you to let go of those emotions. No, just become aware and allow it to be. See it. And again, if there are heavy stuff coming up, and many times there are, don't do it yourself. You need somebody to be there to listen, to be able to talk, because it could be heavy emotions. But when you are on your own and it's something a little bit easier, you can just become aware, allow. We're all familiar with triggers that we have. We all have ups and downs. We all have triggers, and we want to let that go. We don't like it. Just be aware of that. And that's it. be aware and allow it to be, allow yourself to feel. And that's how it goes. Okay, thank you very much. And we're going to continue next week because there's a lot to talk about, even though it might sound simple. But letting go is very an exciting topic. And see where you can practice, become aware during the week. And let me know. Let me know what comes up. Beautiful. Thank you very much. Thank yourself for taking some time off. Like I say every week, if you have any questions, coachmenachem@gmail.com. Feedback, always welcome. And enjoy the journey. It becomes heavy sometimes. But then when the sun is shining, allow yourself to feel it. Thank you very much and enjoy Lag BaOmer. We'll see you next week, Wednesday night. Thank you. Good night.